Transmitting your audio and video over IP networks has a ton of benefits over the copper cabling of SDI and HDMI. The company AJA had been at the forefront of this and recently introduced their line of Dante AV converters. These little boxes allow you to get virtually any AV gear onto your church's IT network using a revolutionary protocol called Dante AV, which promises to connect all your video gear the way Dante Digital Audio Networking began years ago. But don't take it from me, let's get to know Kevin Stevenson from First Baptist Minden in Minden, Louisiana.
My name is Kevin Stevenson. I'm the Communications Director at First Baptist Church in Minden, Louisiana. What you see behind me is the main auditorium, seats about 1,200. Typically, we range anywhere between 400 and 700 on a Sunday morning. At the time COVID hit, this church did not have an active live stream or media ministry at all. The first thing we did was purchase cameras. The switcher is Blackmagic. The cameras are JVC. We use Resi as our solution for streaming.
So I'm a video guy, and while I do consider myself a bit of a nerd, when it comes to networking, it's complicated, and it tends to be where I check out. But Kevin makes the Dante AV experience seem a bit easier than I would have assumed.
Yeah, we had a chance to demo the AJA Dante AV 4K-T and the AV 4K receiver. We had both units. We were able to connect them really easily. All the connections were very straightforward. Having hardly no network knowledge at all was not a problem. It was still easy to get these connected and running. Within 5 minutes after taking it out of the package, it was up and running. So the first thing I noticed was the way it was built. Some thought and engineering went into this. Felt like maybe they'd gotten advice from people in the field because they built it for people that are going to be using it off and on every day.
Dante itself has been used for a long time in the biggest productions to get pristine audio quality from the stage to the mixing boards and out of the PA with low latency. But with AJA's Dante AV 4K-T and 4K-R, you can now not only do the same thing with video that you could with audio, but you can do it at 4K resolution, 60p, with a RGB 444 color space, which not only gives you that same pristine quality that you usually get from the audio, but now gives you a whole new plethora of things that you can do with video throughout your venue.
The Dante Matrix was super easy to navigate. It allowed us to see visually where we were sending something to and where we were sending it from. We loved having the product. There was virtually no latency. That was the first thing we wanted to check. Is there going to be latency with this? Because it seems like every time we try any other product to convert SDI or HDMI to anything involving a network, we get latency. And we didn't find that with this product. Because we're already using Dante for audio, it was quick and easy learning curve.
Oh, how I love to dream of a world where SDI cables, HDMI cables just don't exist. They're thick and clunky and not flexible. Why aren't they more like mic cables? And while we may not be there yet, we are so much closer. Just the thought that you could put one of these 4K-T boxes next to your camera and run a much shorter SDI or HDMI cable and let your network do the rest is so surprising. But I wanted to hear from Kevin what really surprised him.
One of the things that surprised me was the built-in KVM options. So you have USB, you have infrared, you have multiple jacks on each end. And at first I thought, well, nobody's going to use those. But the longer I thought about it, the more I realized that it's very convenient to have that there when you need it. This was our first experience with Dante AV. And I found it surprisingly easy because we have been using Dante with audio for quite a while. I didn't expect to just open up the Dante software and control it just like I do everything else. I was pleasantly surprised, everyone on the crew was, that already know Dante. So if you know Dante, you're going to know this. It was seamless integration, easy navigation, really fun to play with.
Kevin actually went into this concern that their venue may not even be big enough to really take advantage of these AV converters. But he goes on to mention that even in an auditorium their size, he was able to get a lot of value.
When I first had the AJA Dante AV converters, I didn't know for sure what application I would need them for at a church that has one auditorium. But as we continued our demo, we started to realize these could be used for so much on our campus. When we have had events where we would run SDI longer than 300 feet, we had to put an extender on that SDI. We've had to put extenders on HDMI. These AJA Dante 4K converters would allow us to do that much faster, much easier, probably give us a better result. It seems to me the possibilities are endless. If you need a device that will quickly enable you to grow. It's an all-in-one solution. It's an easy solution for extending SDI, HDMI over Ethernet. And you think that would be, well, everybody does that. Everybody has that solution. But it's the Dante AV that takes it to the next level. It's the AJA engineering that goes into the product that makes it more mission critical stable, because you need something that's not going to fail on you. AJA has proven its name as being a product that's not going to fail on you.
So if you're looking for an easy, high-quality, reliable solution to transmit your AV over your IP network, definitely check out the AJA Dante AV 4K-T and 4K-R. A big thank you to AJA as well as Kevin Stevenson and the whole team at First Baptist Minden for taking the time and implementing this in your system and giving us your insight. Make sure to subscribe to the Church Production YouTube channel, as well as give this video a like, and check out churchproduction.com for new articles and insights on everything church production. As always, I'm Marcel Patillo, and I'll see you all in the next one.